Good morning, traders. This is Ad Zeros. How was your weekend, guys? Sorry, I was few minutes late. So, how's everything? How, hello, Bridget. So, what's going on in the market today? Uh, SPY is positive, Nasdaq is positive, but as we know, um, that there are some kind of a in some pressure. Uh, if you look at it, let's look at the daily chart of the SPY, we can clearly see that it came down, find the support in 412, now moving back up. Now, whether it's gonna come, going to go red to green, or it's gonna just touch the 418 then move back down, we don't know. Similarly, if you look at the uh, Nasdaq is all-time high, but again, it's in the pressure. It wasn't the pressure in the whole time when the SPY was moving up. Now SPY is moving up and the Nasdaq is moving. SPY is coming down and the Nasdaq is moving up. So this is the where we are. Both support each other, the SPY and Nasdaq, and both are really strong. One get weak, one get stronger. In terms of the stock, so let's check it out. Let's check it out. The gapping up stock. I traded the pre-market wish. Nothing. I didn't get the momentum. I went long on the 1209, hoping it's gonna break 1250. Even it touches 1228, but then it just came down and then I stopped out. I don't wanna take this as a very choppy stock, so it's just a break-even trade. Uh, Now quickly, let's check the gapping up stocks. Do I have anything? So in terms of the gap up stocks, essentially we don't have the AMC I have, which is garbage. Wish is also a garbage. It's very uh, uh, kind of it doesn't move really well. And then we have AVXL. Let's check it out. AVXL. Let's look at the daily of AVXL. Uh, Last few days really strong. Now it's moving up and going towards the all-time high, which is on the 29th. That is really, really interesting. Now, if we look at the if we look at this chart, I mean it's going in a wave, making lower lows, higher highs, so it's uptrending, but it's not in the clear momentum, but it's really an uptrending over the VWAP. Uh, m- you know, at 8 o'clock, it couldn't make a new high. So that's the one thing we need to see. And yeah, we can definitely put into our short list at 10% up. So really gapped up. Not clear momentum, but we can definitely shortlist this stock. All right, so that is the one stock which we found. Now let's look at something on the gap downs. Gap downs, the Bitcoin stocks are gapping down, Mara and Riot. So if we look at the Mara on the daily, let's look at the daily of Mara. Really came down. He's trying to hold the 40,000 level, but couldn't hold this, and now it's coming down. So let's delete all the levels, and if we see clearly here, it is underneath of this level. Now, if you look at that 5-minute chart and see that whether what kind of intraday movement we have. So look at this, came down, found support on 26, trying to move up. So right now it is on the range of 27.38 and the 26. So all the new buyers who bought this on the hope that it's going to move to 28, they might going to stop out today because the Bitcoins moved under 40,000. Now I think now under 32,000. So really weak. And if you look at the Riot daily is much better, making a bear flag. So if you look at it, yesterday was a bear flag, and now another bear flag, a continuation of downward momentum. And it has a big room and up to go to 20. And if you look at the intraday on the 5-minute chart, we'll see it came down, touched the 29th, and then move back up. And now this $30 is a big resistance, and the 29.50 is kind of a support here. So let's mark this, and these two stocks could be an interesting one. So let me put that. Okay, let me put into the watch list. Let me delete yes, Friday stocks. Clean this. Okay, so let's put this uh, Mara Riot, and then for the gapping up stock, which we found it here, is uh, AVXL. Okay, so VISC, I was looking at it from the Friday. I have lost a little bit of money, but look at this. So VISC, if you look at the daily, and you will notice that it is holding this support, right? And right now it's trying to move over the 40. So that was I was thinking that the $40 is an important support, and if it's moved down, then we can go short. But if it's hold the 40 and today is gapping up, we need to see that whether it can stay over the 40, and if it can stay over the 40, we can look for a long upside momentum on this stock. Okay, so I will put this into my short list, VIAC. Let me just put it here rather than on top. I wanted to see that I will be ready to trade both side. Since it is green today, and if it's move above the 40 and stay over 40, I will go for a long. Next one is the Wish. So Wish, we know, uh, you know, is trying some last few days to move up and break this 12 level and the 1252. And just give me 1 second, please. And right now, if you look at the intraday, as I mentioned, I also tried the pre-market, but didn't get successful. But you know, mark these levels. So definitely had the support on 1193, and 90, uh, and then we'll see the resistance is coming now on the 1210. So if it break these levels, then we can plan for it for the long side. And what else I have in my list? Let's check it out. The space, what space is doing. Let's look at the daily of a space. Space is consolidating on the 35-38 range. Let me just remove all the lines here. And then now, right now, it is around 36.53, which is kind of below the yesterday red candle. But if you look this pattern, it's kind of a bullish. If you look at the little longer, is a consolidation. So it's inside there again. We don't know whether it's gonna break and go underneath of 35 or just go over 38. So let's keep it out right now, as we don't know what is going to happen with this. Uh, Other stock I've seen which is gapping up again is a CVAC. So CVAC is really sold off more than 40% drop, and then the days was very bullish, and another day was very bullish. Now today is a third day. So if I remove all the lines here, and right now it is under 64. So let's check it out. So right now, if you look at it, this is this is Thursday, this is Friday, okay, and this is Monday. So we can clearly see that this moving up, it's making moving up now. But if you look at the closely the last 2 days, and right now the stock is underneath of the pre-market support, not all-time high, not the high of the yesterday, but underneath. So we need to see that whether it loosens the support over 64. And if it's lose the support of a 64, then we might see a down day uh, to retest this gap, which is around 59 and 60. So let's keep this. It's gonna be a little dangerous because it's a volatile stock. You can see that it's each candle is for more than 50 cents here. So just go smaller size right now. Let's see what it's look like 15 minutes chart. So not really volatile now in the 15 minutes. Yeah, so we can size appropriately. Just we need to make sure that it loosen the 64 level, and then we can get some kind of a momentum towards the downside. Let's see that do I have anything on the small cap? No. IPO. See, this IPO is uh, yeah. So this IPO, if you look at it, it was really a bullish day yesterday. I mean Thursday and Friday, and now it is gapping down on the 3650. So what we need to see that whether we can get some kind of a continuation on this stock if it comes down, and then people start buying back. But right now it is 4%, which is $1.55 negative. Right now it is trading close to the support of the previous day. So if you look at it, the stock moved from 32 to 35, and then there was a consolidation throughout the day. And right now the stock is trading on this uh, area. So we need to see that whether it holds this or it's just drop. Let me check at HCIC, 5% up. Uh, let's look at the daily first. Okay, so I think this is the first time. Oh, it went all the way to the 1290. Today is the day. Okay, it never been that far. What is the short float on this? HCIC. It's not much short float. Shares, okay, is a small cap. It's 34 million shares. 34.5 million shares are in float. Okay, let's check it out. The daily. Okay, so now if you look at it, there's a big pump on the first 5 minutes, and then sell off completely, and now it is kind of a making a kind of a boot shape, or cup and handle kind of a shape. So it came down and now moving back up. So it could be an interesting one to see if it holds. Currently we can see clearly that it's holding 10 $10. So we might get some kind of a momentum over 1050. So yeah, but just be make sure that this is a little volatile, small share float. So size appropriately and try to take a quick partials, because it can drop uh, on you very very heavily. So keep an eye. Let's keep this as a secondary list right now, because we don't have anything else interesting. Let's look at the AEI. AEI looks really bullish after 8 o'clock. Look at this, how beautiful candles are informing. Let's check it out, the AEI as well. What's the reason of that news? Um, okay, this is very small float, only 7.4 million shares, which is already being exchanged. So see, volume is 12 million. Shares float is only 7.4 million. So it means that whoever is having right now is all new shareholders. Uh, Now, what we need to see, that does it hold over the under the VWAP, and we can get some kind of momentum. Just be careful. This is same like the very small float, only 7 million shares. Um, it can dump you very heavily. to size appropriately on this. Good morning, Louis. Yeah. So any guys, would you appreciate if you guys give a thumbs up and any other stock you want me to look at it? If not, then we can just look for this. Before we leave, okay, let me just share one more thing. Is the NET? If you look at the NET daily, it's really holding now 100 level. Just be quick. Just look around. Look for this. That if it's fail, today is a red day. If it fails this 100 level, then we might kind of see some kind of a downward momentum because it's holding too much. It's moved too much from the last month or so. So we'll see that if it's break this 100, then people might gonna stop out and start taking their profits. So we can keep an eye on this stock as a downside momentum stock. Let's check ALF. So ALF, last few days was really bullish. Today is gapping down for 1.6%. Yeah, it can be a reversal that, a little bit pullback, new buyers comes in and then move up. Let's see the intraday chart right now. Uh, so so if you look at it, that the market closed it at this price here, 829, around the 809. So they close it around 798, 796. Stock gap down, move back up, again came down, and now again moving back up and very close to. So it could be a red to green day. Look like a really red to green day. If you look at the way the intraday forming, we can keep this eye for the long side momentum. All right, guys, if nothing, no more stock, then we can just take a leave. And if I do some good trades, I'm going to give you a recap and hope you guys have a great green day and the rest of the week. And we see you all tomorrow.